One second, guys. This thing is not rotating. I might have to put it horizontally because for some reason it didn't rotate. Okay. Yeah, we might have to have the live like this. If you hear some drilling in the background, apologies. Somebody is fixing their apartment. I guess they're renovating. Nice to see everyone. I'm going to wait for a couple people to come in. Just tell me if the construction is a bit annoying. It's just like the worst possible timing that you would choose to drill right when my live starts. But I've got a silencer on the microphone. Hopefully you guys don't hear that. Welcome to the live, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies if you hear some construction in the background. Somebody decided to drill just when I started, which is always the case. There's always somebody that has to drill. Anyway, so today we're going to be reading out some hilarious comments about Russia, and all of us are going to be chiming in, not really mocking the people that have posted these things on my page, but more of educating them, having a look, and giving our 2 cents about some of the ridiculous comments that I receive on a daily basis. So I'm going to start with I'm going to start with I don't know if I would call this a light one. A lot of them are pretty ridiculous, but let's start with this one. I'm going to read the first one out to you here, and let's have a quick chat. Let's see what people think about Russia. So this one is about Russian women. Let me have a look. You guys are just giving Russian women too much praise. They are not even that pretty. They just normal, like every other woman. Nothing special other than very guessed. I don't know what he meant by very guessed, but I think the general idea that he was trying to project is he's saying that there's nothing special about Russian women. So, in my opinion, I obviously think that there are many special things about Russian women. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, of course. And something that you might find attractive might be absolutely unattractive to somebody else. But to say that there's nothing special about Russian women, this man has definitely never been to Russia if he does not think there's anything special about Russian women. I want you to look online and check out most of the most prominent clothing brands and various other institutions that look for models. A lot of them go straight to Russia because the women fit their description to the T. Tall people, yeah, attractive, beautiful, picturesque. Russian women pay a lot of attention to their outer appearance as well. They take care of themselves. Russian women are extremely beautiful. There is nothing average about Russian women. Not to tie up my own women in the sense that I'm like, okay, I don't think they're attractive. No, African women are extremely attractive. A lot of women are extremely attractive too. But the post or the comment says there's nothing special about Russian women. That is absurd. If you walk down the streets of Moscow, you will be blown away. I'm a married man. I'm not going to get into detail because I only have eyes for one Russian woman, my wife. But to say that there's nothing special about Russian women, buddy, get a plane ticket, stand in the middle of the street in Moscow, and you will see that you are absolutely wrong. Hi, Mr. Raw. Yes, Vladimir Putin said that I am right. Thank you, Vlad. Nice of you to join the show. Russian women are beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Russian women are stunning. Russian women are stunning. There's nothing average about them. Not to say that every single Russian woman is stunning. Yeah, let's be honest. Some people fall into specific categories of beautiful and okay. I'm not really going to go into that because I'm not going to judge people based on the physical appearance. But I can clearly state that Russian women are nothing short of magnificent. Ray Charles, Putin wears Italian tuxedo. Yeah. I see Vladimir Putin in the chat. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live. It's one of my dreams to interview you one day. So thank you for joining us, Mr. Vladimir Putin. So yeah, I see Raw in the chat. Welcome, Raw. Very good follower of mine. A gentleman looking for a Russian woman. What do you think, Raw? What do you think about the comment here that says Russian women are not special? There's nothing special about them and that we overhype them. What do you think, Mr. Raw? Do you agree? Or do you think Russian women are stunning? I'd like everybody to chime in. Of course, everybody has a different, I would say, idea of what beauty is. Dutch, yeah. Welcome, buddy. Happy to be here. Glad that you're here, Mr. Vlad. Glad that you were here. Okay, so Matt Zan says Russian women are beautiful. Vladimir Putin says I'm right. Thank you, Vlad. All right, we're going to move over to the next one. Wait, Diddy, OJ, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Epstein, my top 5. Mount Touchmore. I'm just going to skip over that. We're going to focus on the topic at hand. Right, so the next one, the next comment that I'm reading off my channel, it says, not great. Russian women smell fishy. This is awfully specific. Russian women smell fishy. This is awfully specific. I feel like somebody had a very bad experience with Russian women and has now clumped everybody in together for some reason. Like, what is that? Not great. Russian women smell fishy. I feel like this is a personal problem. I feel like somebody met somebody else with very poor hygiene and is now going at the whole Russian woman population. This is ridiculous. Let me read some of the comments here. You know that one was funny, bro. My bad. It was I don't know. I'm not gonna salute it because I might get taken down for saluting such, but thank you for being here nonetheless. Nah, all Russians are fishy, at least women. My source, trust me. Gotta disagree with you there, buddy. I feel like, I don't know if the person meant they're talking about the smell or they meant fishy in terms of like trust. But I think women in general, your choice is based on your experiences, your surroundings. You will meet a fishy person, smell included, based on your choices. Yeah. If you bump into somebody and they're not loyal, or if you bump into somebody and they're distasteful, you're also to blame for it because we actively search out. You know, we're men. We look for people. We have our type. We go out and we look for a specific person. And when we fail, we blame the woman. Like, oh, man, how could she do this? She's a terrible person. No, you're also to blame, sir. Because we all have a type. Let's be honest. Men, because most of the people in here are men. You have a type. And unfortunately, your type gets you into trouble a lot. Let's be honest. When I was in university, my type would get me into a lot of trouble. Luckily, I found the woman of my dreams. And she was the opposite of the stupid stuff and the ridiculous, I would say, standards that I set for myself. She was way above the standards in terms of beauty. She's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I mean, I had this ridiculous idea of thinking that you could save, you know, those people that like Captain Save-A-Ho, right? The people that can save a bad person and turn them into a good person. That was basically my dynamic. That was my type, right? Back in university. So yeah, I feel like this whole thing of saying Russian women are fishy, Russian women smell fishy, lumping them all together. I think it also depends on, phone almost fell over. I think it also depends on how well you search. I've never bumped into anybody that smelled fishy. That sounds like a very personal problem. Smell included. Yes. I don't know what the person meant. They just said Russian women smell fishy, but then you brought up the fact that you said they're fishy. So I don't know if they meant to say smell. I don't know what exactly was smelling fishy. I don't even want to go into detail. This person clearly has a personal agenda. They are looking at something specifically, and this is an experience. You're spitting facts right now. Facts, man. Everything that you do, every woman that you choose is also your fault, man. It's also a part of your selection process. And the more that you blame other people for it, the more idiotic you look, man. It's stupid to hold everyone to the same standard. It speaks volumes about your level of education. There are good and bad people everywhere. Exactly. You're going to find smelly, fishy people everywhere, you know? Maybe you have a bad experience, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in another place. I had a friend in China. He had so many bad experiences with Chinese women because he just sucked at picking Chinese women, right? And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, Chinese women are bad. It's like, no, bro, look at how many people marry Chinese women. Or in this situation, look at how many people married Russian women and don't complain. You're also slightly to blame for your selection process, because your selection process also has something to do with your past, your environment, and your general perception of what a good mate is. I'm saying it like you guys are specimens or you guys are animals. I mean, we're mammals in some regard. My hairline is not straight. 1 second. I got to straighten that out. I don't have so much time to prepare. I'm going to comb my hair a bit. Right. So yes, yeah, it also depends who you are. Yeah, it depends who you are. Truthfully. I'm going to read the next one. The next one says, no, Russian women want Russian men. If they were to choose a man outside of Russia, it wouldn't be an African man, but a Western American or European man. I find this hard to believe because I'm married to a Russian woman and I am African. So I don't know what that means. Does that make me fake African? Also, I don't know how people clump everybody together just based on nationality. I feel like if people connect, regardless of where they're from, they will stay together. Unless they're actively searching out for a specific type of person for the most ridiculous reason, then fine. You know, because some people stereotype other nations, other races, and then they pursue them for that reason. Yeah. But I think generally women are attracted to what they're attracted to. Men are attracted to what they're attracted to. You might be somebody from a completely different country and you end up with somebody from halfway across the world. Yeah. I don't really think Russian women are exclusively dating Russian men or marrying Russian men. I'm African. I'm Zimbabwean. I'm married to a Russian woman. I have many friends married to Russian women. I don't think there's a lot of discrimination in terms of like who they choose. Of course, you do have traditional Russian women that find it difficult to, you know, grasp the idea of marrying or dating people outside of their race or outside of their country. It makes sense. There's no hate there too. I have no hate towards people that want to, you know, preserve their culture or they want to stay within their country or stay within their race. That's also totally fine. But to clump everyone together, that's ridiculous. People have their own types. They have their own ideas. They have their own mindsets. As soon as you try to rush that or push it onto other people, then you're sort of the person that's trying to dictate how the world works. It doesn't work like that. People have their own emotions, their own ideas. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? By the way, who is in Russia right now? I'm in Moscow. It is a sunny day. There is snow as well. It's a bit chilly. If you are in Russia, let me know. What are your thoughts? Perhaps you have delved into the dating pool in Moscow or St. Petersburg or whatever. Do you feel like Russian women only want Russian men? Am I an anomaly? I'm married to a Russian woman. I doubt it because I think there are lots of mixed race couples here, lots of multicultural relationships here. So many, too many, in fact. In my neighborhood, for example, my goodness, Redheads, OMG, trouble. What is wrong with redheads, buddy? I always heard this stereotype. What is wrong with redheads? I've always wondered, like, what's up with redheads? I see a lot of people telling me, "Oh man, redheads are trouble." Are there any redheads in the chat? Could you explain to me what is wrong with the redheads? I've heard this more than once. Yeah. But yeah, as I digress, if you guys have no other opinions about this topic, I'm going to head over to the next one. Let me just read and see if I haven't missed any of the comments here. By the way, we got Vladimir Putin in the chat. We've got Raw. Really like Raw, really nice guy, searching for his Russian woman. And we have Knight. We have John Doe. John Doe seems to be a comedian. Coming through with the jokes. Okay, we're going to read the next one. Here's the next comment on my channel. Russian women are hoes. They marry fat old Americans to leave the country. They are for guys who can't get any better. Woo! This person has a personal vendetta against Russian women. This is absolutely disgusting. He proceeded to say that Russian women are hoes. My goodness. I'm going to give my take, and then I'm going to go through the comments. So if you guys have any rebuttals or any agreements for this comment, feel free to comment. Also, if you like the content, you can support the channel. You can send a super chat. You can send a super thanks. And we can have a part 2 of this. I'm trying to make this a regular occurrence, trying to build a little community of men discussing topics about Russia and women too. Also welcomed. Okay, I'm going to digress from what I was speaking about. I was talking about the support of the channel. Russian women are hoes. Okay, so somebody commented on this, well, one of my posts, and they said Russian women are hoes. I feel like this is also a specific you problem, because hoes are basically international. We know this. From the beginning of time, hoes have been everywhere. So I don't know how somebody can just say that Russian women are hoes, because that would mean that you would say that every single woman in Russia is a hoe, which just isn't true. You have women that are just promiscuous globally. It's not based on your country. Even in my home country, there are some women that are promiscuous. In Russia, there are women that are promiscuous. In China, I lived in China for almost 7 years. Women are promiscuous too there, and women are good. That bee ain't for the streets, she for the earth. Listen to John Doe. John Doe said that bee is for the earth. Yeah, man, there are hoes everywhere. This whole idea that it's only exclusive to a specific nation is just poppycock. It's rubbish. It doesn't work like that. They marry fat old Americans to leave the country. Okay, I'll get back to that one. Yeah, everyone sees this differently. You know, it's all about their own experiences. You're right. Just ignore this incognito person. There's no point to speak to people like him. Yeah. And by the way, the person that commented this is Poop Party. Poop Party. This is the person that left the comment. I don't know if the person has a hankering for fecal matter, or they just thought the name was awesome, which is just strange. Okay, so yes, they marry fat old Americans to leave the country. It's very strange because I moved here for my wife, and I know so many other foreigners that moved to Russia for their wives. I know that you get those gold diggers that go to America just to get a visa. I know them too. I know these people. I even teach a few of these people. But there are also people that choose to basically, I don't know, move to a country for the person. So there are gold diggers. There are people that are not gold diggers. Basically, it's one of those things where just like it depends who you pursue, right? Okay, I'm cool, bro. I promise. It's okay, John Doe. I feel you. I had a real question though. Have you lived in America? No, I have never lived in America. Never. Never lived in America. I had American teachers growing up. I had British teachers growing up. I had so many different teachers through my childhood. That's probably why when you hear me speak, it's very hard to pinpoint where I'm from, because I guess my parents put me into a lot of private schools. So English was paramount for me as a kid, as a teenager, and of course into my adulthood. Sorry, into my adulthood as well. And if so, is China better technology-wise? I think China and Russia are pretty similar in terms of technology. They're both pretty advanced, but China's amazing. It has some innovations that are insane. I think China, Japan, top two. China, Japan, and Russia, top three, sorry, countries for me in terms of technology. Really advanced. They have all of these nifty inventions, these ideas, even with warfare. I think if you guys really study the art of war in terms of like watching the news and checking out everything, I would tell you that there are a lot of things that Russia, China, and Japan and various other nations that are technological are developing that leave you pretty much blown away. I'm living in Europe. Oh, you were asking AC. My bad. I'm living in Europe. A lot of Americans living here. Okay, you want to go back? I just heard you speaking about living in China, so I didn't know if you stayed in America. But yeah, Russia's lit too. I like them there. And yeah, America is great, but it's been going downhill for a while. Yeah. So yeah, I lived in China for 7 years. I was born in Botswana. Well, my passport is Zimbabwean. Yeah. I married a Russian woman, so I moved to Russia. And here we are. And the channel is officially at, I would say, how much is it? 1,200 subscribers. I've been doing this seriously for a while, so I'm pretty happy that we're growing steadily. But yeah, I'm moving onwards to the next question. Oh, and yeah, America is great, but it's been going downhill. Yeah, man. I don't want to really jump into that. I'll probably have some interviews with some Americans so that they can talk about how they feel about America. I'm not American, so I'm not really going to be like, America has gone downhill yet. You know, I would love to actually get it from the horse's mouth. And I've got an interview with Eddie next week, so we're going to talk about America at length. And, oh, John Doe is American. Ah, you're American. Okay, Mr. John Doe. So it has come from the horse's mouth. He said America has gone downhill. Okay, so the rumors are true. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. All right. The next comment I'm going to read is a pretty racist one. So yeah, if you are somebody that doesn't like to hear these things, I suggest you hop off. So this is from somebody. This is a troll. I had to actually hide them from my channel because they basically write slurs everywhere on my channel. So the comment was, this idiot doesn't figure out that most white people are tired of blacks in their countries. And this one comes to ruin one of the last good ones. Okay, let's unpack the first sentence, because I have at least, I think, 2 or 3 more sentences from this thread. Basically, she's saying that white people are tired of Africans coming into Europe and Russia. I think that's what she's saying. She's saying that people are tired of blacks, which is strange, because I think legally there have actually been a lot of things to, help Africans to get to Russia. More and more Africans are coming into the country. The government clearly does not have any beef with Africans. And our presidents, specifically my president, Zimbabwean president, he seems to be very good friends with Vladimir Putin. And by the way, Russia canceled the billions of debt that my country owes as well. I don't think Russia's tired of black people. I think there's an equal exchange. And there are a lot of Russian people in my country too, which is ironic, because this person is like, oh my God, we're tired of blacks coming into Europe. Well, my friend, a lot of Russians travel abroad too. So there's that. If you're going to tell people to stop coming into Russia, then I guess Russians also have to stop leaving. And that's ridiculous. We live in a global economy, a global, what would I say here? We live in we live on a planet that has a lot of people that just love to travel, experience different things, and move everywhere and trot all over the globe just to experience things, to find places that they belong. I don't feel like you should shut down people from going into different countries just because they're black. And I don't know what beef this person has with black people in Russia. I think we're pretty much the most chilled individuals that come into Russia. And there's no beef in Russia here as well. You can walk down the street. You're not going to get profiled. There's no hatred. But I can speak on behalf of America. We don't claim that guy who made the racist comment. He or she is a goofy person. Yeah, ironically, the person that made this comment was, I don't know, Doshka? I don't know if it's an actual Russian person or it's a troll. And this thing got 13 likes, which is unbelievable to me. So some people actually think that, you know, black people should get out, which is weird for me. I don't know, because I feel like it's an equal exchange, yeah? If you say no more black people, it's like, okay, then nobody should travel, because as many Zimbabweans come into Russia, many Russians go to Zimbabwe. It's an equal exchange. And I feel like everybody is basically benefiting off this. This is a person that clearly does not understand how a multicultural world looks. And then the next part says, thankfully, in Western Europe, the movement against immigrants is growing, thankfully. This person is obviously racist, probably hates immigrants in general. And I don't know where the hatred for black people is, because I don't think black people have caused Russia any harm. Like, we're not really even profiled. Even when we go to the border, even when we are at the immigration service, or generally, you don't hear negative things being said about black people. There's not a general consensus of black people being a terrible thing in Russia. It's not a thing. I've heard about other nations possibly being, you know, stereotyped, etc. But black people, in terms of Africans, generally, my friends and people around Russia don't talk about Africans negatively. So I don't know where this is coming from. It seems like a personal vendetta once more. Russia with traditional values means, of course, without Africans. That's funny because Pushkin was African. Not African, but he had African genes. His father was from Ethiopia, one of the greatest, if not the greatest writers of all time. Poet, playwright, brilliant man. And this is the cause of, well, this is the result of mixing. This is a result of coming together. This is a result of people going to different places and combining and making something great. It's the same thing with all the scientists that are, well, categorized as American scientists, or all the Germans that went to America, yeah? You give something to the country, you help it, you give something positive towards it. I don't think the people that come to Russia and give something positive to it should be shunned. The people that come to Russia and do something absolutely ridiculous should be removed, definitely. But to lump everybody into the same bracket and say that it is not traditional to have black people in Russia, I don't know, because black people have been coming into Russia for centuries, and people generally have been spreading across the planet. I don't think people being in your country makes it less traditional. It sounds like a nationalist mindset. Something is not traditional when it starts to differ from your actual values. Then there is a problem. But if people are coming into the country and you classify that as not traditional, it's kind of ignorant in the sense that we have borders, people travel, they come through. You know, if you're not gonna trade, or if you're not gonna connect and combine, then of course shut down your borders. But of course, I don't think this person understands what traditional means. When you lose your traditional values, then we classify it as you are, you know, differing from what makes you whole. But if somebody comes into your country, lives there, doesn't do anything to ruin the country, then what's the problem? What's the problem? But for the people that run the country, yeah, totally, chuck them out. But yeah, I feel like there's an interesting exchange, because I see lots of Russian people coming into Africa. I see a lot of Africans going into Russia. Fair game. and go where you feel comfortable. Oof, it's another racist comment here. Okay, we got another comment here. By the way, do you guys have any take? I hear somebody saying multicultural planet. Sorry, do you guys have any takes, rather? Multicultural planet. Yeah, we live in a multicultural society. This whole ideology of trying to, I don't know, remove people from different parts of the globe, or to not mix and mingle, or to not come together, it's not going to work because it's too late. Like, we have been doing this for centuries. Christopher Columbus went all the way across the world to explore. Humans generally explore. It's in our nature. Experience things. Travel where you want. Don't listen to these dummies. Dude, they don't like black people. Sorry. Again, I don't understand this comment either. It sounds like a very personal problem as well. All the Russian people that I have associated with have never made me feel weird because of my race. I'm not like, oh no, Russian people hate black people. No, I've never felt like that. My wife's family, who is white, has made me feel extremely comfortable here. In fact, they're kinder to me than my own people back home. So, like your friends or people that invite you over and stuff, they do a way greater job as well. They treat me so well because, for example, where I'm from, if you're a Zimbabwean or something, if you're from a different place, you feel weird. Yeah, I was a Zimbabwean kid growing up in Botswana, and there was a lot of illegal immigration into the country, so there was a little bit of hate there, some slight hate for Zimbabwean people. So I just felt a little bit uncomfortable. Came to Russia, pew, pew, peaceful, peaceful. I know that's more of like a nationality type of thing, but yeah, generally I feel like Russian people are very welcoming. I don't think that every single person is welcoming. Of course, you can't lump the whole country together, but to say that Russian people hate black people, wow. That's a very bold claim. Very bold claim, especially because I'm living here and I see how polite and kind they are to me in general. So, yeah, I'm just going to be scrolling through some other ones. If you guys have any questions about anything that we have discussed so far, feel free to chime in. The stream does not have that many people, so I can always go and read your comments. I can go through them. And if you like this type of format, feel free to support the channel. You can send a super chat. You can send a super thanks. I recently got monetized, so I'm trying to build something now. I'm trying to turn this into something that could become even better. And of course, if you would like to support the channel, you can just like, subscribe, comment as well. And that also helps the algorithm. And if you're feeling generous, you can just toss something my way. That's also totally fine, as it helps me improve the content. It helps me make the content a lot better. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to be looking at another one of these comments. We're going to read it together. Do you guys have any opinions or any takes on what I've just read? Don't be shy. You can comment. I will read it out. We can discuss. And we can definitely have a little discussion. And it's always nice to hear your opinions. Let me just see if I haven't missed anything in the chat. You guys are extremely important. That's why I'm here. They have no right to dictate where and where. Sorry, they have no right to dictate where and who should live. Yeah. It's this very selfish way of looking at things when you think that your opinion has weight over everybody else's life. It's ignorant, it's unintelligent, and it's just plain, I don't even know what I can say. It's just plain idiosyncrasy. It's just stupid idiocy. Because your personal experience or your hatred for a specific type of person does not dictate how the rest of the country feels, So if you want to move somewhere, if you want to fly to Spain, if you want to live in Russia, if you want to go to South Africa, if you want to live in Zimbabwe, and you're doing it legally, go ahead, bro. No one should stop you. No one should feel that they have the power to control where you go as long as it's legal. So this whole mindset of trying to separate people and trying to make people feel odd for being immigrants or being from a different place, it's garbage. You know, I feel like if you are comfortable in a place, you are legally allowed to be there. Do you, man? Go ahead, experience things. You might find a home in a place that you never thought that you would find a home. I can give you an example. I moved to Russia. I feel like I'm at home, which is strange. You're probably looking at me like, oh, African guy in the middle of Moscow, snowy Moscow. How the hell does he feel warm in snowy Moscow? You know, I feel warm in the sense that I feel calm, relaxed. The people have made me feel comfortable. And I haven't had that in a while. I've been to various countries, and Russia is a place that I feel comfortable in. And it's funny because I'm on the other side of the world. So when you tell people this, they're like, oh, that's ridiculous. Are you sure that's the case? Yeah, that's the case. Danila Vanilla. Hello, привет, мой брат. Как дела? Yeah, I should start doing Russian streams as well. I am actually getting better at speaking Russian. I'm going to read the next one. We're going to defer away from the whole race talk. I don't like race baiting. I just read the comments and we discuss them. The next one says, this guy knows nothing about Russia. He doesn't even speak Russian. He is a tourist. Okay, touche. My Russian isn't that spectacular. Fine. I'm learning every week. I learn Russian twice a week. I'm trying to get there. I'm improving. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I actually can write. I can speak a little bit of Russian. Я говорит по-русски чуть-чуть. Не очень хорошо, но я каждый день изучаю русский. Да. Но я думаю, будет лучше хорошо. Да. I can improve. I can improve. Хорошо, спасибо. First time seeing you live. Hello from Seattle, from a Russian. Hello, Danila Vanilla. I actually saw you on some of my posts. I saw your comments. Thank you so much, bro, for being here. Yeah, I decided to connect with you guys more because I feel like it's necessary for us to talk like this, man. It's better for us to combine, connect. I might also allow you guys to go live next time. Maybe we can actually even go live together. Next time you can even send requests. We can speak. Let's create this whole family unit thing. I'm trying to make a pride, as we are called Afrolev, yeah? We're making a pride. We're making a pride. And I want to promote love. I want us to promote the right mindset. I want you to be better. I want you to grow. I want you to tell me what you think. I want us to argue. I want us to debate. I want us to speak about things that matter. And we're a family here. So always feel free to give your opinions. And thank you so much for always supporting the channel. It is a true honor to have everybody in the chat today. And yeah, so yeah, about my Russian, I'm getting there. I'm trying to improve. I wonder if Trump is all pissy and whiny over Zelensky because he couldn't manipulate him. Oh, man. The stream is about comments on my channel, but if you really want to go there, we can go there. We can go there. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break this down. I'll get to you in a second, Richard Warner. I'll tell you. Danila Vanilla said, I loved couple videos you posted talking about the mindset. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. I have been trying my best. I'll release a lot more things. I'm trying to look more professional as well. I've got Eddie helping me out with the videography because I have noticed that my videos are pretty basic. I'm trying to improve as we grow, as we grow. Somebody wants me to answer this. Okay, I wonder if Trump is all pissy and whiny over Zelensky because he couldn't manipulate him. You know, this is a very interesting one because I feel like it's also the same way around. I feel like Zelensky is also pissy and whiny because he couldn't manipulate America in general. I think because before all the money was tossed, right? I saw an article saying that there was a donation. Well, the donations to Um, okay, Zelensky's country, Ukraine, actually add up to 350 billion United States dollars. And that is, I don't know, that is amazing. You know, you are an absolute businessman if you can get $350 billion from the States. That is amazing. And I think, of course, Trump being in power realized, hold on a minute, we're sending way too much money. What are we getting in return? And then both of them are whiny now, I think, because Trump is like, we're not going to give you that money. And then Zelensky's like, you have been giving us this money for the past few years. Why wouldn't you? So I feel like it's a lot of butting of heads. And I feel like for the first time ever, Russia and America are looking like buddies right now. Yeah. And that is weird. They are looking like buddies. And this is going to hurt a lot of snowflakes. It's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable because for the first time in a long time, there are diplomatic relations between Russia and the United States, which is wild. That is unheard of. Russia was canceled. Remember? Everybody left. And now it's just like that, you know? So I think both of them are pretty much having a butt of heads. They're not enjoying each other's company. It's going to be an interesting sparring session. I'm so eager to see it. Thank you, Janila. You're doing good. Appreciate it. Have you visited European countries? Biggest difference between them and Russian cities? Man, I feel so sad that I have not traveled to Europe yet. You know, unless, well, some people classify Russia as Europe or Eurasia, right? I'm so sad I have not traveled to Europe yet. It's disappointing because I always wanted to go and then something just interfered because for the first years of my tenure after university, not tenure, the period after university, I was basically like working and taking care of my family. So most of my money just went towards my family because my family always came first. So I never got a chance to. But I guess now that everything is slowly warming up, you know, the beef is no longer cold. It is no longer simmering either. It is sitting there beautifully in the fridge, waiting to be devoured, in the sense that I feel like the climate is changing. We're no longer beefing in the sense that America and Russia look like they're actually teaming up in a sense. I hope that Europe also follows suit and then I can travel with my wife more because it's really complicated traveling as a Russian person in Europe. But I don't really know the big differences, to be honest. I need to travel there and then I'll definitely make videos. Zelensky is desperately trying to fight for his country. I don't know if I should comment on this. I don't know. Okay. I won't touch on Zelensky in this stream. I'll just move past that one. But you're provoking me to say this. I will say it though. I don't know if he's fighting for his country. Personally, I don't know what his actual intentions are because I don't actually know the facts on the ground. I'd like to do a deep dive and actually research about these missing dollars, these missing things, right? I'm really curious to see what exactly is going down. And I have people that are very educated on this topic, Eddie, Kevin. I'd like to hear their 2 cents because there have been so many articles coming out. And I'm so curious to see how professionals look at this because I'm not a professional. I'm not a pundit. I'm not a warfare expert. I'm somebody that basically loves to learn. I have very intelligent friends, very educated friends on various matters, and they give me information and I relay it to you guys. And I feel like I kind of live on the mindset that, you know, you truthfully know everything when you admit that you know nothing. So the more education that you get from peers and from people that are more educated than you on specific topics, you know, it always helps you improve. So yeah, I'm not really going to give you the most dynamic standpoint, but I will say that I'm pretty curious to understand whether it actually is him fighting for his country or he's just trying to maintain a specific lifestyle, or is he actually for the country? It remains to be seen. You cover interesting topics in your videos and people you interview. Thank you, Russian Manicure. Very nice name, Russian manicure. Do you have a place that manicures people? I would definitely advise my wife to visit you if you're in Moscow. Although she has her place, but I don't know, just to support. I like supporting people that have businesses, and I see you have Russian manicure there. If you have a business, please relay it to me. I'd love to support in any way possible. Zelensky got popular in Russia. I feel like he's always been the opposite of famous, probably infamous in Russia. You cover interesting topics in your videos. Thank you. With all that military aid, far too many restrictions put on how Ukraine could fight. As I said, I'm not going to say anything. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You would think it would help out, wouldn't you? Curious. We will have a stream. I know exactly who I want to bring into my next stream about this whole process of America, Ukraine, everything. I will bring Eddie and Kevin in here, and they will absolutely destroy all of these people that think that. Let me not say that. They will destroy all of these points that people have and all these ideas and mindsets. I'm so excited to get them on here. I think we need to do like a three-way and then just have them comment about specific things. I don't need a ride. I need ammunition. We're deferring from the point. I'm supposed to read the comments. I'm going to read the next one, but first let me reply to some of the comments I have here. Hello, sir. G-Man, my guy. I like talking to G-Man. G-Man is a regular here. Amazing guy. I think he is probably one of my favorite followers. He's always there supporting. Much love for you, G-Man. I think I might make you a bouncer or something. Every time we go live, you can just chuck people out. If they come with some weird agendas, you can just chuck them out. Feel free, right? Hey, you should totally live stream outdoors. That will be cool, especially summertime. Bro, you are giving me more ideas. I will. I take your opinions very seriously. I take them to heart. I will stream outside. I would love to. I did stream outside this week, just to try and see how it is and how it actually feels to stream outside. It was okay. But I'd love to show you guys Red Square, Gagarin statue, Vadinha. Just show you guys some stuff in Russia. I think it would be cool. Who invaded who? Richard Warner. You are walking on uncharted territory, sir. I'm not going to get into political talk in this one. I tried to keep it away from that. I did indulge a bit, but let's defer because I still have to read a couple of comments about Russia in general on my channel. Right. Nice to see y'all. Let's see y'all got to run. It's 2:17. I'm here. It's 2:17 a.m. here. All right, man. Much love, Vanilla. Hope to see you in another stream, and we will definitely be welcoming you. Don't worry, Richard. We will talk. We will talk about politics very soon, sir. I need Eddie, and I definitely need Kevin in here. We need to chat, and you guys can definitely hop on. I'd love to hear your take. But yeah, I'm just going to read the next ones. Just wait till it's a little warmer before you go outside live again. Yeah, man. I hope it warms up. It was terrible the last time I did it. I regret. Vadenha always amazes me. Beautiful place. Very beautiful place. I feel like every time I go there, I learn something new about the place. Like I just learned that it has one of the biggest ice skating rinks in the world. Like, what? And you can basically skate for like a kilometer plus. I don't even know how big the place is. Like you can just be like, phew, skiing through the place. So I gotta go, man. I'm African. I don't know how to do that. But I will learn. Maybe I'll even vlog and show you guys. I'll show you guys how terribly I ski. I've never skied before. I've never skated before. I think that would be an interesting vlog at my expense. Okay, the next comment reads... The next comment on the channel reads, how much did they pay you to make this video? Blink twice if you need help. I'll even touch my elbow for good measure. Nobody paid me, bro. Nobody paid me to make these videos. I wish they did. Guys, let's just get something clear. If somebody wants to pay me to make videos about Russia, you're welcome to ask. Truthfully, I will accept. I will accept. If you want me to post something positive about Russia and you have an idea and you want to pay me for it, I will accept. Unfortunately, currently, I'm not getting paid anything for this. Okay? I recently got monetized. I will be getting paid for my views very soon. But, my friend, nobody's paying me to make videos about Russia. I just love the place and I will continue to make videos about Russia regardless of whether people like it or not. Don't like it? Too bad. I'm sorry. I love talking about Russia. I love talking about how amazing this place is. My wife made me fall in love with this place. I did not know anything about Russia except for what my Cambridge book told me. My Cambridge book said, "Oh, Russia, the Soviet Union, terrible place. No peace, no freedom, yada yada yada." That's the only thing I knew about Russia. Married a Russian woman. Whew, came to Russia like, what? This place is amazing. You guys are full of it. How could you rob me of the truth for so long? I love it here. And I will continue to make Russian... I was going to say I'll continue to make Russian propaganda. That's what they want me to say. I will continue to share the truth about Russia. Always. Until my last breath. Because I love it here. Amazing country. Love the people. Love the country. Putin pays you. Yeah, they think Putin pays me. They think Putin pays me. Guys, they think he pays me. No, Danila, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. It's just a common one they say. They say, "Oh, Putin pays you." I'm like, my guy, I wish he did. But he doesn't. He doesn't. He should. I mean, if he wants to, he can. You know, like one of my biggest dreams is probably to interview the president. That would be amazing. That would be incredible. I'm still small. I've only got 1,200 followers. I'm really tiny. But guys, the dream is to basically interview Vladimir Putin. But I feel like I'd be the worst interviewer because I really love the guy. So I would not challenge him. I don't know what just dropped. I hope I have no ghosts in my apartment. Anyway, I would never challenge him about anything, man. I'll be like, "You're amazing. Love what you do." And Vladimir Putin just commented. He said, "I'll think about it." Think about it, Vlad. Think about it. You and I'm sure we can make some amazing content together. Very big land mass, many unusual landscapes. Wonderful. Why the world's movie making producers aren't, I guess, knocking down Russia's door to make movies there. Yeah, I don't know why. Russia has amazing landscape, amazing nature, amazing everything. If I was a videographer, I would be in Russia 24/7, bro. Well, I am in Russia, but I'm saying if I was a videographer, I would definitely be here every single moment because it is amazing here. It's beautiful, extremely beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. Danila Vanilla. I'll think about it. Thanks, Vlad. Vladimir Putin is in the house. Yeah, Vlad. Much love. Think about it. Think about it. You and I could make some amazing content together. You could tell me about history. Always ready to hear about Russia. Amazing landscapes. Yeah, Russia is incredible, man. I have only been to 2 places in Russia. I'm yet to travel. I've been to Yaroslavl and I have been to Moscow. But I would love to go to many different places. I want to see St. Petersburg. I've only been here for a year in total because I've been in, out, in, out, in, out. So Russia is incredible. But yeah, to finish off the topic on the question, well, the question rather, or not the question, the statement made on my channel about me being paid by the Russian government. I'm not being paid by the Russian government, not yet. I'm just joking. No, I'm not being paid. I'm not being paid. I wish I was, but I'm not being paid. But I'm not being paid. I think my dream would be to work for RT or like to actually have like my own section on Soloblov Live with perfect Russian, and I would just speak wonderfully about Russia and just break and dismantle so many ridiculous points about Russia. That would be amazing. So yeah, Soloblov Live, if you're watching this, hit me up. We can make some magic together. Feel free. You know my details. Maybe you don't. I'm not that popular. Maybe one day you'll see me. I'm going to interview almost everybody in Russia. You will eventually see me. I hope. And by the way, we have 4 interviews this weekend, so keep a lookout for that one. Oh no, did I lose the connection? Sorry, I lost the connection for a second. I'm back. I do this because I love it here. That's it. You know, I love doing this. I love speaking about Russia. I love sharing my experiences. I love breaking down points. And yeah, something went out. Yeah, it stopped for a second and then it came back. It's the VPN. You know, one thing that I hope changes after this, I don't know, this newfound friendship with Russia and America. I really hope that we won't need VPN. Man, I'm hoping. I'm tired of the silly articles. Oh, Coca-Cola. I don't care about Coca-Cola. Bring back VPN. Sorry, eliminate VPN and give us back Swift. That would be perfect. Those are the only things that I want to see after this negotiation or whatever we are doing, these diplomatic ties. That would be incredible. I would love that. Okay, so yeah, long story short, I'm not paid. I'm a teacher. I teach online. I have a job, but yeah, I'm not paid for this content. This is like a hobby turning into monetization. I would say because I'm getting paid for my views now, but not being paid to make any material. Sorry about that. Okay, so you live in Moscow right now. Yes, I live in Moscow. I live in Moscow. I love it here. I love it here. It's pretty nice. I would say this is my favorite city in the world, but then I think it's not really a good analysis because I haven't traveled to Europe. So I might be giving a very biased take, but I love Russia in general. So I guess maybe I will always sound biased. I guess. All right, I'm going to read 2 more comments and then I guess we will head out because I also need to get ready. I have to actually get some groceries and stuff like that. I always wanted to go to Suzda. Oh, where is Suzda? Where is that? Where is Suzda? I've never heard of Suzdal. Ah, Suzdal? Bro is going to make me go ahead and open my Google search because I do not know it. Ah, north of Moscow. Phew. You're making me feel stupid as hell because I don't even know what Suzdal is, and I'm just there like, I'm in Moscow. Oh, human settlement. Sure. There's also Suzdal in Mexico. Wait, let me say Suzdal, Russia. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Mr. Danila Vanilla has given me some homework because I have no idea where Suzdal is. Okay, the north of Moscow. Suzdal. Oh, it's 2 hours and 51 minutes away from Moscow. Oh, wow. It's in Vladimir Oblast. Nice, nice. I see that they have nice landscapes. This is a good place to take my wife. You've given me ideas, man. You've given me ideas to spoil my wife. I should take her to Suzdal. Yeah. Women's Day is coming up. Women's Day is coming up. I hope you guys are buying your women something. If you have a Russian wife or you're in Russia, remember to get your wife a gift on the 8th. Okay? And if you don't get her a gift, you're a bum. Okay? Make sure you get your wife and your girlfriend a gift. You heard it here first. Okay? If you don't get your wife or anybody a gift on Women's Day and your wife is Russian or you live in Russia, you are a bum. Okay? Go get your wife something. This is me coming for you, coming at your neck. Get your wife something or your girlfriend. Okay? I'm going to read the last 2 comments and then we are just going to head out because I've got so much stuff to do and we have already clocked in an hour. So let's see how stuff goes. Am I still live though? I see my VPN. Whoa, I lost you guys for a second. Sorry. VPN. Woohoo! Living in a place with the need for VPN. Okay. It's a golden ring road. It's a golden ring road. Ooh. My guy is giving me ideas. Ask Sasha. She'll tell you about. Dude, I really want to get in contact with Sasha properly, but I guess every time I try to engage, I guess the opportunity never presents itself, but it will eventually. I guess her and I are doing the same thing. I would also one day really love to talk to Yaroslavik. Really nice guy too. Really nice guy. I'd love to see, and I'd love to get his take on many things. Lots of bloggers here in Russia that I feel like would really go crazy on the AfroLev channel. But of course, it has to present itself. You know, the opportunity has to present itself. It has to be convenient for everybody. I guess the only thing that I can continue to do is just try to make the channel bigger, larger, make people want to engage with us more. And when we are huge, people can just never say no. You know, that's the plan. Let's keep on working towards that. That's why Russia has 24-hour flower shops. Amen to that. Yes, Russia has 24-hour flower shops. Bro, I have a question regarding your occupation. I assume you teach English. Yeah, I teach English online. I've been teaching English online since 2017. I was working offline in person in China for at least 7 years. Amazing money in China, I'll tell you that. ESL teaching is amazing. So yeah, when I shifted to Russia, I just continued with my online classes. I have a lot of students online. And probably I can email you and ask, assume question. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can ask the question. I teach online. And it's what I do. Of course, my major is international business and trade. I also have an English teaching certificate, of course. But my main thing that I went to university for was international business and trade. Comments are a bit behind, but nice to see you. I'm running away, having a good day. Yeah, comments are coming in a bit late because of the VPN. So yeah, I teach English online. And yeah, I would love to branch out into, I would say, international trade and business in the future, I would say. I would love to do that. But I first need to get better at Russian. And also, I am still working on, fully getting my residence permit and all of that. So it's going to take time. So yeah, these things take time. I need my permanent residence as well. I need my Russian to be perfect. I want to get my citizenship one day. So things just need to come together. They need to connect. But for now, I'm just teaching online. I have a big student space. I teach English. Now, I guess this is also making me a little bit of money, which is pretty cool. And yeah. If it wasn't for my online classes, I don't know. I'd probably just be blogging, doing this all day, but I teach the whole day. I'm on my computer. Chinese students, Vietnamese students. That's what I do. But yeah, I want to help my friend in order to start her English online school in Russia. I'm not sure because most of my students are Chinese, Vietnamese, a few Russians, but yeah, I started my base outside of Russia. So I've been teaching online since 2017. So I'm not sure what it takes to actually start a business in Russia because, yeah, as I said, I've just been doing this online from the comfort of my own home, and a lot of it was kind of luck. I don't know about schools, like starting an online school in Russia, but I do know some people. If you would like me to link you up with those people, I could definitely do that. Let you know what you need, what it takes. I'm just a person that is just like always trying to find new ways to do things, always trying to find new ways to profit off things. I sell things as well. Of course, my major, I've been doing that for a while too. So just shooting back and forth. I help with export trades and stuff like that. Little online store, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my major. I also teach English. But yeah, the major dream is just basically to be in an export company in Russia speaking C2, C1 Russian. That is the dream. That is the dream. Right. I'm going to send, let me see. So yeah, by the way, you can also check out some other YouTube channels and stuff like that if you want to know how it is to work in Russia, stuff like that, or if you would like to know how people feel. Anna Global, she has a lot of things on that as well. You can check her channel out. Anna Global Travel, a good friend of mine. But yeah, moving on to the last question. Let me head off to the last question. Let's see. I've got a lot of weird messages. Guys, are you also getting these weird scam calls? These weird scam calls that you get. My goodness. And then they ask you for your name. I'm like, nope, you're not scamming me. You're not scamming me, sir. Anyway, let's move onwards to the last one. I'm going to answer one last, well, not answer, but I'm going to critique or dismantle one last point or comment on my channel. And then we'll head out. If you guys have any takes, if you guys have any opinions, please feel free to send them my way. Any comments? We'll try to do this every Friday. I don't know. We'll try Monday as well. We have another stream on Monday as well. It's about Russian superstitions. Please join. Please join. Same time. Feel free. I'm going to read the last one and then we'll head out. Let me just open my YouTube here. The VPN is committing suicide. Why would anybody move to Russia? I can tell you 5 reasons why somebody would move to Russia on the top of my head before we head out. One, I feel like if you move to Russia, you're just going to be given the opportunity to go back to your roots, man, in terms of like actually living in a place that is traditional, because the rest of the world is just going backwards or forwards, but forwards in a way that is, I don't know, contrary to what forward growth looks like. The family unit, the general perception of things, the culture, the family ideas, mindset, man and woman, all of these specific things, they're maintained. There's no institutionalization. Nobody's going to try and change your kid. Man, I don't think I should talk about this stuff. They'll cancel me. Man. But maybe not, because Trump made that he made that order about America only having 2 genders, right? I'm not going to get canceled by YouTube. I hope not. Good luck and thank you for an amazing channel. Thank you so much, bro. I will be live again. Another reason why you should move to Russia is because it has beautiful landscapes, as we said. It has beautiful places that you can go to. Russia is very vast. It's not just cold. You can go to the beach. You can go to the sunny places. It is an amazing place with amazing people. Third reason why you should move to Russia is that it's easier than before. If you're American or if you are somebody that would love to come to Russia and check it out, it is easier for you to move here. You don't even need to take the language exam anymore if you fall under the countries that are, the shared visa? Shared value visa, Next reason why you should move to Russia, well, I feel like it is a very good place. If you're tired of being profiled for being a black person in a separate country, you won't get that. I feel like it's a very accepting country. You can come in and you can feel comfortable. It's not a place that you feel like you need to change yourself or you're odd. Feel free to come here and you will feel like you are normal. This is my opinion. Of course, people's opinions vary. Of course, people always say, well, you would feel normal in Africa. Yes, I would, but I moved, dummy. So, and I feel comfortable here. Yeah, so the last one, I would say, why people move or why you should move to Russia is simply because it is cheaper than a lot of places. Even with the sanctions and even with the inflation, it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. That's 2 things that need to happen now. No more VPN and YouTube. Stop canceling BS. Yes. They need to stop doing that stuff, man. They need to stop doing that stuff. So, yeah. And I think that's basically it. That's basically it. Those are the reasons why I would say come. You won't get profiled. You'll be treated like a person. Not as expensive as other places in Europe, although things have risen. Moscow is a bit pricey, but I mean, there are different places in Russia that you can go to. Anyway, guys, it is so nice to talk to you. Thank you so much, Matt Zan. Thank you so much, Ak. Thank you so much, Danila. Thank you so much, G-Man. Thank you so much, Richard Warner. Thank you to the big man, Vladimir Putin himself, for joining the stream. And I'm sure this is lagging. You're probably going to get this later, but I'm going to end the stream now. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming. This is the first full-length stream that I have ever had. And I'm so proud to say that it's with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Once again, if you would like to support the channel, you can send a super chat. You can send anything, really. There's no limit. And if you would like to like, subscribe, and share, that also promotes the channel. It's not all about just profit. You can also help the channel grow by sending this to your friends, sharing the link. And as always, it's very nice to have your support. Thank you so much for always tuning in. There's also a PayPal link if you'd like to buy me a coffee. Also, feel free to do that. And we will be back with more information, more compelling topics. And as always, we are roaring truths to preserve your pretty voice. Ciao.